Welcome back, everyone, to the Frogs of Calamitous Intent. And it's not been that long since we last saw each other. I mean, True Colors only aired, what, a few months ago?
Yeah, although then again, that in itself had a delay of getting shown with a whole bunch of controversy around that. It's been a bit spread out.
Yeah, last time on Amphibia, a lot of things occurred. We had action, we had suspense, we had big reveals, and we had murder. Oh Lord, did we have murder.
Well, we had attempted murder and then actual murder.
Still murder all the same.
Mm-hmm.
See, as you can see, we too have changed since last you saw us. We are now in HD, presumably. So yeah, after the events of True Colors, in which, as we all know, Sasha tried to take over Newtopia with Grime, she was thwarted in doing so, and it was revealed that Andreas was actually the big baddie all along. Big shock. And Marcy revealed that she had actually intentionally trapped Anne and Sasha in Amphibia in a sort of misguided attempt to keep them together once she found out she was moving. So pretty much all the events of everything we watched so far are Marcy's fault. And she finally got punished for it by ways of Andreas stabbing her when they were trying to escape. Luckily, before Andreas could stop them, Anne and the Plantars managed to get through the open portal from the chest, which led them back to the human world, which is where this episode now starts. This is another big game changer, because of course we started off the first season with Anne coming to Amphibia, meeting the Plantars, meeting everybody in Wortwood. Second season was them on the road heading to Newtopia and us being introduced to the whole capital of this land as well as the centerfold of the Newts. Now this one is going to be us back in the human world, but this time seeing how things are from Anne's perspective in terms of her being back home. Honestly, it's kind of weird when you think about it, because this is one of like the only series in which we don't follow the main character from the very beginning, because when you really think about it, we start things off with the Plantars. Mm-hmm. And Anne kind of just stumbles in, and there's a lot of unknowns about her past. There's still lots of unknowns. We do get episodes where she talks about her past, she talks about her home, her family. We get little, like, snippets of stuff, but now we're actually going to, like, dive deep into everything, and most likely get some answers to some very long-awaited questions. And it'll be interesting to see how her parents react to her coming back, because she's been missing for, what, like 5-6 months at this point or something? Point is, a very long time. And assuming that time works the same way in both universes, yeah, she's going to have a lot of explaining to do, especially now that she has these giant mutant frog creatures following her all around.
And one of them, Pollywog, just got legs.
Yes, Polly finally has legs and has joined the world of the mobile. So it'll be interesting to see how the tables have now turned. The Plantars are now the fish out of water, or frogs out of water in this case, trying to exist in the human world. Granted, there's really not too much differences when you think about it, aside from maybe like the food and whatnot, but I mean, bugs exist in the human world, so it's just on a smaller scale. But it'll be interesting to see how everybody else reacts to them and how they react to everybody else. Any predictions going forth?
There's just so much. It's overwhelming. I mean, I know based on what I know so far, is that we are expecting the Plantars and Anne to adjust to the human world now, and we've got Andreas is somehow going to find ways to send robots and things into the human world. It's going to be a bit of an experience.
Yeah, Andreas is still pretty much a huge threat. I believe that he hinted at that he might be an alien, or more of an alien than what we're used to, who's traveled through dimensions. And now that he has the chest, assuming that he can use it, because Marcy somehow rigged it just to get them through, but I'm certain he'd be able to figure it out since it was his chest. So we're going to have to see how he handles that. We're going to have to see how Sasha handles things by herself back in the human world. We're going to see what happens to Marcy, because given how we ended things, it seemed like for sure she's dead, but as we saw at the end of that episode, the sneak peek of the opening, she is in like sort of like a health tank or something like that, so presumably she is still alive. Plus, I did see that snippet, that screenshot of her being taken over by that multi-eyed creature. So There's a lot of questions with that, and it's probably all going to be extremely horrifying.
I feel like, once again, I have to say it, that we're going to have to follow Digimon on the framework of this, given that, once again, we're kind of doing the same thing where they were in the world of Amphibia, you know, the other world with the creatures, and now through methods and power-ups, the creatures have managed to come along with the human back to the human world, and they're going to be meeting everybody. So we're going to be going through that, and then I feel like we are going to have a Dark Masters arc in the end of it too.
Oh, yeah.
That ends everything. So yeah, it's very much Digimon.
And more of Anne going Super Saiyan!
Mm-hmm.
Ah! Well, let's not stall anymore. Let's get some answers to these long-awaited questions and see exactly how the Plantars deal in the human world. And play. I'm normal! So they're near LA. Yay, they get to experience LA traffic.
What is that thing?
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man! Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man!
I'm home? It's so loud. That's because we're on the freeway. Let's move.
Nah. Weird place to end up.
Pop.
What is this, Terminator? Pop flavored soda?
Good day.
Not a good year? Did she get reception? Aha!
5G. Oh no, she got hit by the 5G beams.
I have Wi-Fi at last!
Oh my gosh.
Almost forgot about Frobo.
What is this thing?
Frobo's just ahead.
Yeah.
Buttons everywhere.
Ooh, what does this button do?
Help! This dungeon smells awful.
Meh.
There's no telling what dangers lurk in this world. So what's our next
Especially the
plan?
sewer.
I mean, so much has happened.
But before we do any of that, first things first.
Hmm. Is that frisbee stuck on the roof?
Is this my house? This is really happening. I'm gonna see my parents. Should I call them Mr. and Mrs. Boontroy? Are they perfect people? Okay, you three should probably hide in here for the time being.
Hide in the garbage.
Ease the
Get back in the trash where you belong.
And when the time is right, I'll signal. Do not come out till you hear that.
I see she still didn't get over being a bird.
So we're just recycling Hot Pop, but we're throwing away Ann and Polly, or Polly and Sprite.
Yeah.
Or that Mercy did. Or that Sasha did. And not a word about my weird glowing blue powers. Wow. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Powers.
It was a thing. Don't worry, folks. We'll fix you up in no time.
Is that a Furby?
Advanced technology.
Yeah.
Just as creepy as ever.
Ooh, big moment.
Here we go.
Domino.
Hi, Mom.
What was that noise? Everything okay?
Dad!
Ann? You're safe.
Domino!
Aw.
You're my precious baby!
Where have you been? Are you okay? Are you hurt? Have you eaten? Your hair's a mess.
Yeah.
It's a really, really long story.
Bird. Oh.
And we're the Plantars, the lovable rock family Ann's told you all about.
Oh my god. That was not the signal.
Well, it sure sounded like the signal.
Mr. and Mrs. Ann's parents. The name's Spring Planet, Ann's best friend, and walking, talking frog.
Yeah.
Hey, where was I? The third temple? Right. So, I simply charged
The
downstairs.
fucking
The
flowcharts.
portal that took me back to Earth. But the Plantars got sucked into the portal too, and now they're stuck here till we find a way to get them home. So yeah, you're pretty much caught up.
Hold on. Back up.
When you try to tell anybody about the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Talking frogs called Amphibia.
You made love with maggots? Was it good?
This is a lot to take in. I wish we could have been eased into it.
Meh.
Can the Plantars stay with us until we find them a way home? Wait, you serious? Oh, Mom! Dad, say something.
I wouldn't believe a word of it if the small frog wasn't kicking me right now.
You know how it is.
Detention is over, Anne. The authorities will take care of your friends.
Meh.
Police? The government? As soon as they see talking frogs, they'll be probed and dissected in a secret lab and used for all kinds of weird experiments.
What's that now? Can you elaborate on the probing part?
Meh.
Don't let him take us! Don't let him take us!
I was living in a cave when you found me. The least I can do is return the favor.
For now.
Oh, thank you.
You're all on lockdown. You heard the man. You're all on lockdown.
The episode's called The New Normal, and we're in lockdown.
Let's
Gee.
have style quarantine.
Aye.
Alright.
Meh. Finally, she gets to wear new clothes. I want to take off the old clothes.
Monday cat and lasagna.
Oh. Ew.
Potato.
Microwaved her ship.
Dougal.
I mean, if anybody knows, Google it. Oh, do not microwave the phone. You will kill everybody.
Jeez.
Bits. Brushing her hair in the middle of the night.
Looking for this?
Bit.
But it's safer to go in pairs.
Emergency family meeting.
Should we come?
Ew.
Also, do you have any more of these candy bars?
Oh. Ew. I get so skeeved out when little kids like eat lipstick and stuff. It's like, ugh.
I know it's a big deal I was gone for so long, and I get that it's scary to think about losing me again. But I need a little bit of space or I'm gonna lose my mind. You guys are being way too overprotective.
And I think you're exaggerating. This is a big house. We all have plenty of space to breathe.
Not really.
Sorry, just practicing my jump kick. Yeah!
Okay, I'm listening.
Let me and the planters out, just for an hour. I'll take care of them, and we won't go far.
Absolutely not.
Oh, come on. I can't go out alone for an hour?
Last time you went out alone, you got trapped in another world for 5 months.
That is a pretty good point.
Yeah.
Look, your father and I have to go to the market. We'll talk later.
That's perfect. Let us go. I know what you're gonna say. Can't take the planters out in public.
No offense, Anne, but you're the literal poster child for hating responsibility. What you drew as a kid.
But I've changed.
And I know what Anne used to be like. So trust me, I get it.
Not helping.
Bleh.
But she grew into a town protector, a hero, voted Frog of the Year by frogs that used to hate her. Were there bumps in the road? Sure. Did she burn the town down once? Yeah. Did she almost get us eaten by a large creature numerous times? Also yes. Did she?
You're not helping matters.
What was I saying?
Ever since she got back, she has seemed a little more mature. We willing to give it a try.
She have
But you
Crocs.
stay with us at all times. And if anything goes wrong, it's back to lockdown.
How do they explain this to the police exactly?
Yes.
In terms of filing a missing persons report?
Cakewalk compared to Amphibia. Bugs are
She has the
tough,
giant
birds
donut
are
pillow.
small, and best of all, nothing's gonna be trying to kill us for a change.
For now.
Make sure no earthling sees you.
It's like the T-1000 Frobo. Hot speaks.
And one more thing. Would you mind picking me up the latest Cynthia Coven book? Mostly got me hooked and I'm dying to know what happens. And maybe some of those potato chip things she had. Even the next potato chip. Okay, forget the chips. Kill the girl. Get the book. Target acquired. Activate stealth mode.
Ooh. That's not good.
Trader Flows. Yeah, Hong Drive.
You can totally use my childhood clothes as disguises. You really liked yellow as a kid, huh? Won't this make us stand out?
Sprig, I'm sure Anne knows what she's talking
Oh! Ah!
about. You got it. You got it wanted.
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me!
Put a shirt on.
Give him a fake
Nose.
nose.
There. That ought to do it.
I like it.
Wait, Polly, you were supposed to be the top half. And not get to use these beautiful legs?
Meh.
Fair enough.
So are the Ninja Turtles, whenever they go to service, they dress up in trench coats and hats.
Okay, but no more victory jumps.
Meh.
99 Ranchers.
Oh boy.
This was a bad idea, wasn't it?
Clearly.
Oh, yeah.
That thing looks like Robo.
Shop
Is
buddy.
that a robot too? Sorta. It's like a robotic wallet. Cool. Oh, and is that a robot?
Meh.
Might as well be.
Sprig, not everything is a robot.
Meh.
Okay.
Okay, fine. But nothing else.
Oh no, I left the shopping list at home. Abort mission! Abort mission!
Meh.
No worries. I took a picture of the shopping list before we left, just in case.
Oh,
Good thinking.
Thank you, Anne.
Give me a quarter. I want to buy a lotto ticket.
No such thing.
You certainly will not get a lotto ticket with a quarter.
We'll get a shitty one.
More like it.
That's durian. It's a Thai favorite. Not really my thing since it smells like...
Oh! Oh, I heard of those. Mm.
Durian first timer over here.
I just wondered what those things were, but I knew they smelled gross.
Can I take the plantars to try out some noodles? I'll keep the plantars within arm's reach at all times. We'll avoid any customers, and I'll keep my phone in my hand in case you guys call. And I won't order iced coffee, even though I love it, because I know it makes me jittery and anxious.
That does.
Does he have a pomegranate there?
All right, you can go, but be careful.
Oh, he does! Yay!
Thank you.
Love pomegranates.
Maybe old Frog was right. She has come a long way. Now, come on. Mama needs her jasmine tea.
She's like, Ira.
Stupid door.
Oh, oh no. Thank you, Door!
Thanks, dude.
I gave you a tray.
All right.
You need to try.
Again, everyone.
Congratulations.
Pretty good.
You are now a college student.
Nah.
Good. They're delicious. Gimme.
I was wondering if you'd be able to eat that.
Holly.
Then again, ramen's technically vegetarian, so.
They're noodles.
Oh boy. Aha.
Huh, magnets? How do they work?
Kill the robot. Huh? Sprig, for the last time, not everything is a Guys! Man!
I'd say you wasted perfectly good ramen, but, you know,
Yep.
under the circumstances.
Oh boy.
Ugh,
Everyone, run!
still wasted it. At least it's stained now.
Don't go crazy for those noodles.
I'm gonna have to rewatch this episode for those sticky notes.
Yeah.
But we have to take this thing out before my parents notice anything's wrong. Mom! Dad!
Can you also go get a mackerel from the seafood counter?
Oh yeah! No problem. Yeah, gonna do that right now.
Can you use your blue powers? Take it down easy, right?
Powers! Powers!
Nah,
I would if I knew how to use them. I'm not sure it's something I can just do whenever.
not yet.
So what we do? But I have a plan.
Oh
Wait, Monday Cat doesn't like Tuesdays? What? This is the most confusing Garfield parody I've ever seen.
no. Like she put on some battle music.
Good thinking, Ann.
They're in LA. They could just say this is a movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is a classic.
Your mom knocking it. Meh.
Huh. That's weird. Looks like the robot doesn't want to get caught either.
I guess it probably wouldn't be to Andrews's benefit if he was caught.
Yeah.
Then he can't sneak attack everybody.
And he can't get him the book.
You actually's not gonna be able to get the book.
Swordfish!
Ain't nothing like hiding amidst giant carcasses of frozen meat. Ugh. Ooh, he's gonna smell bad when he gets back.
Anyone got any ideas?
Meh.
Ugh.
Oh yeah.
Frogs. Body temperature.
Well, shit. This is the physics. How do they work? There we go. My power was only be used to protect.
You think I'm just gonna sit here?
Comes from a need. Sonic.
I am a man.
Oh no.
He has escaped
Yes, through the hole!
through the hole. My banana.
Got
Oh,
the
she
mackerel.
She got the fish.
That was amazing!
Oof.
You guys weren't kidding when you said powers. Yeah, do the punch again!
Yeah.
And?
Come on.
I imagine they take a lot out of her.
Is she okay? I've got an idea. I'll be right back!
Mm.
And Durian to the rescue!
Oh no! Oh!
Get it away!
How was your supermarket journey?
It was great. Walking around a boring old
At least take the
supermarket
fish
was
out of your
just the
pants.
thrill we needed. You were just doing everything you could to keep me safe, and I get it.
Yeah, well, some kid made a mess of the cooking aisle, and we
Yeah.
were lucky to have a daughter who would never do something like that.
Maybe it wasn't fully her fault. Okay, that's enough, guys. Tone it down.
I don't know how else to describe it, but using them feels bad. Well, we won't make you use them again.
Plus, you're sort of taking on a lot already.
What are you talking about? All I have to do is protect you guys and keep you a secret. Oh, and find a way to reopen a portal to Amphibia and return you home. And somehow defeat King Andreas, and make up with my 2 best friends, and bring them back to Earth.
Yeah.
No pressure.
It sounds like a lot, but I can do it. I'm perfectly capable. Now, can someone please open this door for me? I'm trying to move my arms and nothing's happening.
Ugh. That's
Hey,
not
anyone
good.
else craving those noodles?
As long as that robot never comes back, I think everything's gonna be fine. You really gotta stop saying stuff like that.
Seriously.
Cute cow ma.
It never rains.
Da, 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 da. Ooh,
New ending.
new outro. This is so anime.
It is.
I like it's still the same music, but it's like fast and
amped up.
jaunty.
Yeah. That was great. I loved it. I'm very happy. I'm a happy.
You happy?
I'm a happy. I'm a happy.
I mean, definitely a good start to them being back. Her parents, for the most part, seem to take it pretty well, despite the huge, copious amount of backstory they had.
Yeah, but at least, Anne wound up winning them over, and not only that, just proved how mature she's become.
Well, she had to, given
Yeah.
that her survival based on it in that world, so... I am glad, because I know, like, her parents, she mentioned her parents were strict, so I was worried it was going to still be the same situation, but really, how long do they expect to, like, hide them? Especially when that robot's coming after them. I am wondering how Andreas can still work that thing, like, to form the portal. I know he's going to have to use it to, like, get his entire army through eventually, but it's just kind of weird, because I thought the jewel was depowered, that Anne had kept it all, or at least part of it.
Yeah, or at least using it to already get into the other world would have completely drained the power.
And her powers themselves, she mentioned that they felt bad when she
Yeah.
used them. Because at first I thought it was just, oh, she's not used to it. If she practiced with them, learned to control, not exert so much. Like, I kind of think of, like, My Hero Academia with Deku trying to, like, use one for all, but if he uses too much, he hurts himself, so he has to limit it. But in this case, she mentioned not only, like, drains her energy, but, like, physically makes her feel bad, which makes me wonder if the powers are, like, of an evil, like, origin or something. That maybe they're corruptible.
Could be. I'm wondering if technically she might still be tied to the gem, given that she didn't completely
Like, I figured that was a
defeated all her
given.
powers. Yeah.
Or maybe because she doesn't have the full power, that's why it feels so bad.
But I'm thinking, like, maybe because she's still sort of tethered to it, she might be continuing to power it.
We have only a little bit to go on, so we don't know the full extent of that. I'm sure that she's gonna have to experiment, because, I mean, the robot's still here, and once it fixes itself up, it's gonna come after him again. So she's gonna have to, in some capacity, use it. It's all a matter of how is she gonna be able to, like, maintain her health and not totally, like, destroy herself in the process. And then, of course, we saw Marcy, again in that tank thing. And he mentioned that, her use has only begun. I'm wondering if they were intended to do that from the beginning. He originally intended to, like, kill her, but, it just happened to, like, work out that way.
I don't know about kill her, but definitely use her. I assume, being that she might also still be tethered to the gem as well, and also Sasha, they're still of use.
True. And also, rest in peace to Anne's shoe. Honestly, this is a long time coming. It always bugged me how she always walked around with one shoe, yet she changes outfits in the show, and she has different shoes. Plus, the frogs could theoretically make her new shoes. I mean, I believe other characters do wear shoes in that. So I don't understand why she always stuck with that one, and now Sprig finally once and for all destroyed it, so she can actually wear a new pair of shoes. And I love how meticulously her mother was, like, brushing all this stuff out of her hair.
I'm surprised Sprig did not wind up destroying that microwave.
I know, when he put her phone in, I'm like, no! You're gonna kill everybody. Interesting, though, like, since she doesn't have the leaves and branches in her hair, like, when she went in Saiyan mode, they didn't show up. So maybe it's only if they're attached.
Could be.
Interesting, like, it seems the frogs were able to adapt better into this world than Anne did in Amphibia. But then again, you know, with all the conveniences that humans have, and amazingly they were able to get away with their disguises.
Yeah, and keep in mind, we also kind of montage through their time in the house.
Right. I'm sure more stuff's gonna pop up that's gonna prove more of an issue, especially when I assume she goes back to school or something, because she's going to have to eventually. I mean, her parents are going to have to tell somebody, oh yeah, she's back.
Speaking of, I'm wondering if Sasha and Marcy's parents are going to come into the picture.
They're going to have to, because once they hear that Anna's back, they're going to be like, wait, last time we heard from our daughters, they were meeting up with you, so where did they go? Then she's going to have to explain all that shit. And, ugh. And at least we'll get a glimpse into what their home lives are. Because, like, with Sasha, we know absolutely nothing. And Marcy, the most we knew is that her father was making them move for his job. But other than that, everything else is a mystery.
I wonder if Marcy's parents actually did move or if they abandoned it when Marcy went missing.
That is a good question. Yeah. On the one hand, I understand he'd have to do that in order to, like, keep some sort of money coming in. Because I imagine it costs a lot to look for a missing person.
Yeah, but on the other hand, if you care that much about your kid, you're going to drop everything to look for them.
Right, I know. Yeah. Again, we don't know what her home life is and all that. And I know it makes more sense for them to stay there because if she does come back, that's the first place she's going to go. But I don't know. It's a tough call. So we'll just have to wait and see. So what's the next episode?
The next episode, parenthesis S, is Hop Till You Drop and Turning Point.
As if we already didn't have enough turning points in this. Again, I assume this is going to be more of probably Anne getting out into the world more, because, I mean, her parents can't keep her in the house forever. I mean, they can only visit so much before somebody notices that she's back. I mean, her phone has Wi-Fi again. She can theoretically get in touch with anybody. So obviously, they're going to have to let the secret slip at some point. And this might be like you said, the turning point. Not only that, but we're probably going to get like, government officials and stuff, too, if I had to guess. Especially with all the weird teleportation and whatnot going on, because somebody's going to find out about that. Because somebody's going to stumble onto all this before the big invasion happens. They're going to have to, because otherwise how the hell else is everybody going to be able to defend themselves against Andreas' army? We'll have to wait and see till next time. So, till then, I'm Kat MacBerrie.
I'm Doug MacBerrie.
And don't ever open those fruits. I shit you not, they smell disgusting. You will vomit up everything you've ever eaten in your life.
You will vomit a wedding.